Well, hello everybody. How are we doing tonight? Sorry for the super extra delay. I was having some issues with my Wi-Fi, so had to plug it straight into the computer there. My green room guest is ready to go. So, hey everybody, welcome to my Manic Mondayz. I'm your host CJ Robles. This is the mental health and movies podcast, movies and mental health show. We got a comment in here. Let's hear. Oh, here we go. Hello, Sean Smith, and thank you for showing up. Like always, I was telling myself right before the show, if Sean Smith doesn't show up, I'm gonna have to check it for him because I need to see if he's doing okay. Because he's checks in with me every Monday. Even last week when I didn't have a show, he still checked in on me, and he was like, "Hey, where you at?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, too burnt out." But that being said, today is going to be a very special episode because we're going to have one of a great artist, to say the least, and we're going to find out through his experience of how he got involved with a certain universe that I'm in love with. It's called the Askewuniverse. For those of you who are watching this from the Facebook and YouTube, from Facebook fan page, thank you for joining in. Today's special episode is because we are going to do a certain charity here with Chris. Because hold on, I the whole internet crashing down on me threw me off a little bit. What was I going to say? Okay, so we're doing a charity for Casa de la Cultura. I thought, why not do something nice for my hometown art house? So I reached out to Chris and I talked to him because I noticed something in the group. There is a hashtag that goes around called Suck It Levi. Now, this Suck It Levi started catching my eye because it comes out so much. Hey, Mark, what's up? There's Mark Lamb in the house. And it caught my eye, and I was like, man, they use it a lot. They use it a lot. And for example, right here, for this show, for everybody, there's a few guidelines, no rules. For this episode, every time somebody does a hashtag Suck It Levi, like Mark just did, I will donate $1 to the Casa de la Cultura. Now, that being said, just a little bit of rules. One per post per person, and multi-posts will be counted as one. And if you have a lot of Suck It Levi's in one post, it's still counted as one. So it's just to clean things up. But if you go crazy with it and you want to go crazy with it, go for it. Spray the Suck It Levi all you want. Like I said, there we go. We got $1. We got $2. Thank you, Melanie. We already got two. We already raised it. This is a good charity. So let's see how we. I just want to get into this episode because it's already supposed to. I've hyped it up just enough. But today we're going to have Chris McDonald from the View Askew fan art. And once again, for people that don't know who the View Askew is, it's the world that Kevin Smith created. So like Clerks, Dogma, Chasing Amy, Mallrats, Clerks 2, and then now the coming up Clerks 3 and Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. So these movies, oh, here we go. We got them coming in. These movies really had an impact in my life. Thank you. Joe Ridgely's in the house. Levi Patterson, you should be tuned in. He's probably somewhere around. But what was I going to say is, so we're talking to Chris right now. So let's just get started and talking to him because he's in the green room. I don't want to keep him waiting. So without further ado, everybody, we have Chris McDonald in the house. Let's give it up for C-Mac. What's up, Chris?
How's it going?
Thank you for coming on the show, man.
Not a problem.
Dude, it's awesome that that not only are you here going to be open to, like, I'm able to ask you all about the whole like of USQ fan art, but also the charity. So I appreciate you coming and want to do this because I just think art should be spread, and sometimes we got to share little donations here and there, and I wouldn't mind helping some of the art house of mine.
Am I getting a cut of the money?
Yeah. We'll figure something out. We'll give you theoretical dollars and fame. We'll tag you on everything. Already there. We don't play around here in the View Askew. So what's up, Chris? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm happy to be here. Thank you very much. It's a little humbling, but thank you.
Yeah, I want to say that. Hey, Joe. Just want to let you know, everybody, that Chris, I guess you do commission work for people that are, like in the View Askew, I guess, family, or I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm very excited to have you here because it's really honored to like see somebody that's able to grow a I guess like just a not really like a you've really to grow this community. The thing I love about these Facebook community groups are they're they're awesome because we kind of I've noticed that you stick to the content or the topic that's there. So like I'm in a Transformers group and it's all about Transformers, and I like already the alliance in me is coming out already.
Fucking GoBot.
Oh man, it's not a blasphemy towards God, man. That's fight towards God.
I can explain it real quick since you're all over. Come on, cheers.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I gotta step out. I forgot my beer. I'm 1 second, everybody. This is just CJ style.
I'll start talking. You just be quiet. I can't see.
Here it is. There it is.
Can I see the comments if I click on something?
I don't know. I give it a shot. Brandon E. Brooks in the house. Suck it, Levi. Another $1 there.
Oh, yeah, you pop up. Okay. Okay. So I think what you're getting at is what do I do?
Yes.
Okay. So a couple years ago, my buddy Jeff McKnight, who I met when I moved here to El Paso from California to be with my extremely beautiful girlfriend who loves me very much and I love her very much. We were toy collectors. We're vintage toy collectors. So we met doing that here, and he asked me if I was a Kevin Smith fan. Yes, big fan. He was an admin at that group, the big one.
Yeah.
And I started collecting stuff. I always wanted to Kevin Smith memorabilia, and got into it. And then I just started like. I hadn't drawn in a long time because I had a kind of a bad injury in my drawing hand in the army. I crushed all my fingers and separated all the ligaments and tendons off the bone. So I hadn't really picked up a pencil in a while. I was just doing really rough, silly sketches of the graffiti in action figures I wish they would have made.
Oh, okay.
That's all. Just LaFleur's, stuff like that. And people started liking it. And more and more so to where, of course, inevitably it's like, hey, man, do you sell any of your shit? I throw it away. And that grew. And then that Kevin Smith, that group.
Yeah.
Anyway, there were some differences. It's old shit. I went and opened my own group to where artists can I really wanted artists to not be held down or bound by any kind of rules and just show what they can do. Because even if you're a moderate Kevin Smith fan and you want to show your work, well, you can convert your work into a View Askew picture and show everybody. And kind of right away, people started asking me for commissions, which I had no idea to handle. I still don't, and that's why I charge so very little. Because Mark Lamb is a cheap son of a bitch. So he can pay anything for the price. And it's been 2 years, man. It's been 2 years. It really got me back into the groove of things. I was talking to my art partner, Chrissy Seaman. She takes my work and digitizes it, and vectorizes it, and can make the Grumpy Old Men one I posted.
Yeah.
Hand drawn, and she turns it. I draw a Volkswagen, she turns it into a Ferrari. That's
awesome.
That's our work. So I was looking back on some of the older shit, like my buddy Daryl Clark. That's my buddy. He's friends with Kevin. He's the first one that picked up on me, and according to him, he liked my style of humility and just being a decent person, not being an asshole. And he put a book together of my work, but that was 2 years ago. I hate looking at it. It fucking sucks. It's so bad. But this book is signed by Kevin and Jay and Jeff Anderson, Brian O'Halloran, and Jen and Harley and Ernie and Zapsik and me and Brian Johnson and Walt Flanagan, Nick Fellinger, one of the Kush boys. They've all signed it in person. So it's become very, very special to me because it goes back to where I started. And now, where I'm at now, my work, my shitty little work is hanging at Smog Castle. It's hanging in the stash. It's hanging in Kevin's house in his office. I did the wrap gifts for Jeff Anderson to give to him. It's hanging in people's homes. More importantly than that, it's hanging in people's homes all over the country and the world. And if I forget to say one thing, I don't want to forget to say one thing. The members of the group that spend their hard-earned money to commission me, whether it's a view askew piece or a family portrait or whatever, means more to me than Kevin liking a tweet or having my work hang at the secret stash. That shit comes and goes, but people that really appreciate you and support you and encourage you and lift you up, that's what I love, and that's what I try to keep the group on that path. Except for Levi, he's a fucking asshole.
and in that sense, we'll suck it, Levi. There we go. So we did bring up some fan art, so we'll bring up a few little some commission work you have done for some of your fans there.
For Chris Downey, that was him and his family. He joined the group not too far back, and he was another artist that hadn't drawn in a long time. I was nervous about it, and for some reason, my silly ass inspired him. And he would start sending me drawings and asking me to critique them or help him out, and I was happy to do it. And then he commissioned me to draw his family, and it's one of those things that's, right through COVID, nobody had an extra $5 to fucking throw around.
Yeah.
And he did. He made it happen. And he paid me. He paid me fair during all of that to draw his family, and those are the ones that really touch me.
Yeah,
they're difficult because I don't know the people. I haven't sat with them. I haven't seen them. Like when I met you at the con.
Yes.
If I were to draw you, I know you're very animated. I've seen you in person. Yeah. It's a little tricky when you're just drawing people off of pictures. You can't
stills.
Really
Yeah.
But that was one of my my more recent commissions.
Yeah, so just everybody knows, I went to Colorado Springs to the Colorado Springs Comic Con. I was there, and as salud, and I do have a
like a fucking fangirl, dude.
Dude, I have like that eye. It's crazy. Like I go, hey, it's Chris, and I go, hey man, can I talk to you? He goes, yeah, sure. I was like, oh shit. He said yes. I was expecting you to say no, bro. I gotta go, and you stopped and turned and walked. I was like, okay, we're gonna talk. This is cool. And I should have the picture ready. I'll look for it a little bit, but we took a selfie.
Just so you know, immediately stopped and started texting her mom. Like, people are fucking recognizing Chris at the con, and she whispers to me like, "You're so getting laid tonight. That's so fucking hot."
I'm happy that I still got it, man. Wingman. I like that. I've still got my wings. What do you call it? But it was great, and thank you for stopping to talk to me. It was something. It really, because I only got into the cons 4 years ago, now going on 5, but I'm still kind of. So you got into them. So and that to me, like that was more sharing, like, hey, it's not all bullshit. Some people here are real, like, not like, and I say bullshit not the cons, just in general, anything. And especially involving the internet, where people talk to you all the time and you see them in real life, and some people just blow you off. And I wasn't expecting that with you. I was just walking, and we're literally walking in the hall, and I go, hey, that looks like Chris McDonald. And then it paused, and I was like, let me just say hi. And I said hi, and then we ended up talking for about 10, 15 minutes, and I'm happy I got you laid, and to all that. But I mean, like, you brought up Mark Lamb, and you did a commission for him too. There's that one.
Yes, I did, for him and his dogs. I don't think I charged him full price. I think I had to give him a fucking discount because he's a cheap son of a fucking bitch.
And so he wrote, hey, I may be cheap, but you still get my money.
Yeah. Christ.
See, and this is what we're I was having while we were having people come onto this show. So and a fashion for the show, suck it, Levi, because Mark did the job Mark got a commission job. He also sent me this awesome one. Mark Lamb's a guy of good resources. Oh.
Yeah, once the second thing caught on, I think that was pre-COVID because I was a lot thinner back then. And Levi didn't have his giant fucking ball hair hobo beard.
Oh yeah, he's got the beard. I love. The command.
He puts like Soul Glow on it, and it's just
Soul Glow.
Yeah, you know, he's got the grease mark on his shirt underneath it, and I think he saw Ashley and Shay. I forget. He saw some people from the group at a recent show, and they're like, "Yeah, I could smell your beard from like 4 fucking feet away."
Dude, that's some rancid shit there.
Yeah.
Don't forget your art is also on my hydro flask and disc golf bag. Awesome, from Melanie Christensen.
Oh, no, she's a good girl. She's a big fan.
We got Brandon E. Brooks. Much respect, Chris. He's got a lot of respect for you there. Thank you, Brandon. And then let's see, Sean Smithin. And you didn't come visit me in Longmont, Colorado, man. I don't know.
I was busy getting my my dick sucked by you fucking stopping me every 5 minutes to talk about shit. So I didn't have time.
Hey, man.
I met Shannon Elizabeth, and I was done, man. She was a bitch. I wanted to get out of it.
I'll tell you this. I did. I met her, and there's a little little story there. I met her, and right after that, the next day.
Restraining order hearing?
At the what?
The restraining order hearing. That's where you met her?
No, not me. Maybe Gabe. Not playing. I met her at the con, and I was like, oh, okay, just meeting Shannon Elizabeth. I just met Shannon Elizabeth, and then when I met you the next day, you're like, and I was like, yeah, exactly. Like, I was like, that's how I felt too.
I'll retract that. I'm better than that. She wasn't a bitch. She wasn't. But I think it wasn't the best interaction. I just met, or later I met Sheriff Jody from Supernatural.
Yes, Kim Rhodes.
Yeah, Jesus Christ! When I walked up and said I have a crush on you, she lit up like the 4th of fucking July, and she was just animated and fun. And I had Shannon Elizabeth sign my book that Daryl made me, and I felt dirty after because I had not paid for one signature until that point. It was real view skewers holding it and appreciating it, and complimenting it and everything. And then I don't know. I felt like, yeah, I just left her money on the fucking dresser. I'm like, there's a door.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, she was a little distant with me, but hey, here she is. Got it there. Boom. Shannon Elizabeth. That's okay. You know, I always see it as sure. It's like it is what it is. You know, some people have their own things, but that being said, no more bullshitting. What do you call it? I did like that. When I reached out to you, thought you were going to Rhode Island, and you're like, "No, I'm not going to be there." I was like, "Oh, damn, could have fanboyed out again." But
yeah, it was rough, man. We were gonna go because we had bought tickets for one of the first screenings of Clerk, Malcolm's movie Clerk.
Yeah.
And shit was, wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
And turns out when I was able to get to Jay's birthday bash solely because of group members buying my pieces and donating money to me to make sure that I made it. I never would have made it without that. I want to make sure I'm saying that. They debuted it secretly, so we already fucking saw it. And before we were like, oh, well, we can go see it, then we can go to Rhode Island Comic Con, and and then in between that, I started working for Jeff Anderson. I'm like, oh, Jeff's going to be there. I've never met him in person. He has no idea what it looked like. We talk all the time, and then I'm like, no, I'm like, fuck, man, we're going to have to go see this shit again and pay for a plane and this and that. And then they switched venues.
Yeah.
And we got fucking lucky because they had to give us a refund if we didn't choose to go to the other venue.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, cool. I don't have to go. We're not rich. I'm not a fucking doctor.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. I mean, it was that experience like alone. My intention was to go and hang out with with Jeff, Brian, and the thing about Jeff, he's not on social media, so you cannot you can get a hold of him. That's cool, and you can't really. Jeff Anderson is an actual person. Like Randall Graves is not Jeff Anderson. So you got to remember that. That's like a big thing. And then like Brian O'Halloran, he's easy to get a hold of, and Dante Hicks, he's comfortable with he'll talk Dante easy, but with Jeff it's more like he'll say I come down from the mountains, and he'll come and hang out. So like I got like a cameo. I did the Wizard World video shout out, and I did like a V shout from Jeff. So Jeff started slowly seeing
how much did you pay in all that? Because I got all those videos for fucking free.
Yeah, well, I'm a fanboy. I had to do my I'm paying my dues is how we say it.
Oh, in case anybody's listening, I did not ask him to do those videos about his mosaics. I did not. It was
Oh,
his idea. He was
that
feeling well, like here and getting a little more comfortable. And yeah, none of that was like written. We didn't make like a deal on the side. No, that was just him. Like, all right, man, see what they say.
yeah. I mean, that's awesome that it kind of just happened through conversation, like that. You're just, I mean, I really see it as just like the message. You're like, hey, if we get 150 likes, he'll do something else, and it's like, bam, 200, 300. I was like, oh crap.
Well, I watched the video. He sent it to me, and then I watched the video, and then I called him to reassure him, like, bro, it was a good video, man. It played well, blah, 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 blah. I said, but you fucked up because you said if we get 150 likes, you'll do another one. And he's like, ah, shit. I'm like, you fucking said it, man. It's in the internet now. You can't take it back.
So even the little
He's willing to. There were some things that he didn't get to explain, like how long it takes and stuff like that. And if any, and I told him, I said, I'll make sure that nobody like reposts that because man, I don't care if it's on YouTube. I don't give a shit. I'm not on YouTube. I don't care.
yeah.
So he's gracious with it. And of course, everybody's big question is he going to sell his pieces? Well, he's never sold a piece. He's not interested, really. He donated one to a fundraiser at a local gallery for, I think, an animal rescue, and not putting his name on it. So whoever bid on it had no idea that he's Randall Graves, and that went for $3,000.
Damn.
So I told him, I said, don't worry about anybody asking to buy him because they can't afford a fucking $20 in-action figure, let alone, you collect Kevin Smith shit, you're fucking broke.
Yeah.
Most of us are poor as shit. Like, how much is your poster? $20. Oh, damn, I gotta pass.
Yeah.
So $3,000, not really gonna happen. But I think it's more of a sentimental thing with his wife. Like my girlfriend does not like me to sell my originals. In a perfect world, she would have binders full of all my originals, and I would only sell prints. So I think his wife is kind of like that. He's done about 20. He told me, and according to him, they're all over the house. So this poor guy is sitting surrounded by his own fucking work. He does not want to look at it.
Yeah. When I spoke to him, he had said, I don't collect anything from clerks, man. So if someone sent him something, he'll send somewhere else, or he'll give it to donate it somewhere. So,
when I got the Dave's fruit pie shirt from him, he's like, okay, I'll ask. And he's like, yeah, I was able to get it. I grabbed some jerseys and a bunch of other shit. And are you interested? You want to trade for your work? Do I want a Randall Graves quick stop jersey worn by you from the movie with 69 on it, screen used, in trade for a drawing? Yeah.
that's a fair deal. I'll totally take
And
that.
I am fair with him. I'll map out the price of what I would charge him financially, and I'll compare it to the estimated value of the piece. I'm not ripping him. I'm not doing like a stick figure. You're getting a fucking jersey,
Yeah. Did you try to meet him? Have you always been an artist? Is that something you always did, or was it just something you kind of fell into later in life? Or
I mean, I guess if you go back to when I was a kid, I was drawing when I was 4, and my forte was always caricatures. I could remember as we're talking about mental health and stuff.
Yeah.
One of the first caricatures I did was my stepdad, and my mom's laughing until she realized that there was a wooden spoon tucked in his back pocket. And she's like, why is that in there? Why does it look angry? I'm like, because he's always beating the shit out of me. Like, it's funny. He comes home and he puts a spoon in his pocket to beat us in case we were naughty. Like, it's fucking funny. So that kind of, I don't want to say traumatized. I guess it could be. But that kind of childhood really opened my eyes to very sarcastic and acerbic senses of humor.
Yeah.
Hey, if your stepdad beat you when you were a kid and you're not trying to kill yourself about it 20 years later, it's fucking funny, man. You can find some humor in it. I lived through it. It's my right. I'll make fun of whatever the hell I want. If I want to make a cartoon funny about war, I will, because I was in a war. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And it really opened my eyes to just really you see in the work I do now, man, I don't give a. I'll draw, Kinky Kelly and the sexy stud fucking them. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I didn't write that. Kevin wrote that. I just drew it.
Yeah. I mean, also thank you for your service, man. I appreciate it. I didn't serve, but I think for the most part. Hey, I'm not all soft. I'll say this: the fact that it's a, what do you mean non hair? It's growing. I got NSYNC playing low key in the back, so chill, all right? No, I'll say this: like I think
I heard my girlfriend like run over here as fast as she could because you're in sync.
Oh. Hey man, hey, some millennials like to work, all right, and I happen to fall into that group.
2002.
What? I'm sorry.
I said rocking it like it's 2002.
Hell yeah.
Babe, can I get a beer? Thank you, my love.
They got it good. Hey, we're gonna catch up with some of these comments real quick. Yeah. So Michael Bass says Chris probably needed a break from all the walking, anyways, from the cons. And then
you? Professor X? Remember? Yeah, creepy boy. I love him. Michael Bass is salt of the earth, man. Good dude.
Also, another Mark Lamb. You offered a $1 discount, and I took it. LOL. So
that's how he got the $1 to donate to you for saying second Levi.
So that's
he's $1.
Oh no, I donate. You guys just gotta write suck it. I'll make the donation. So, but Mark Lamb
more frivolous with somebody else's money.
We have here Beth Longo. It was right about when COVID began. All right, so I guess the weight gain is what.
I'll do that real quick because Beth is the reason. She's not the reason I met Jeff. She was helping at a private signing with Lilu, and Jeff Anderson and Trevor were there. And I had done some cartoon work of Trevor's Elias character for Joe and Ashley at Lilu. And they gave it to him. Thank you, my love. And Beth called me. I just gotten out of the shower. I'm like, I never, I'll text her or something, but I've never called her. If I was a butt dial, I just put my phone down. I'm literally like in my towel. And she does it again. She's like, answer your fucking phone. Jeff Anderson wants to talk to you. And I'm like, okay. And I just click on it. And first thing I see, it's not Beth. It's Jeff and Trevor. Like, hey, we love your work. I'd like to hire you. And I barely had just even put a T-shirt on. Like that whole time in a towel. Like, wow, okay, this is happening. Holy shit. So thank you, Beth.
All right. I'm seeing some more comments come in. Melanie Christensen feeling oh so silky smooth. Yeah. Brandon Brooks with the soul glow. And then we also have Melanie Christensen. I'm legit in love with Jeff's Maryland mosaic. Yeah. I like all the Psycho one's amazing.
Yeah, great.
Mark Lamb, that's why I have special pricing. Well, boy, Mark, you're just digging that hole there. Mark also
Lamb is a Jewish name. It isn't. Lamb's not even kosher. I don't think that's. I think it was probably like Lamowitz when they came over to AOSM. I think he shortened it. Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see. You recently said your hand was starting to wear out due to damage and constant use. Any thoughts of switching mediums or ways to continue making art beyond that point? Hey, this is a serious Mark Lamb question.
Yes. Chrissy Seaman, my partner, she's been after me to go digital for a while, and I guess like any other, I fucking hate saying artists, but any other artist, it's nervous to switch mediums. And she's been on me to do it, to go digital, and she's been very helpful, and she's going to tutor me step by step, the whole thing, between what equipment I need to get, what programs I need to get, and turns out it was going to be like about $1,000 just to get started.
Okay.
Now, I might make that in a good year or 6 months in commissions, But when I get commissions, a couple $100 for one, $20 for another, that disappears into beer money real fucking quick.
Yeah.
Because I am a strikingly handsome, charming, funny guy with a decent physique for 44 and a highly decorated combat veteran, I've acquired a very beautiful sugar mama. who's laughing right now that she heard that. And she's still laughing. So I'm going to go digital this year.
All right, cool.
So instead of having to sketch, outline, erase the lines, color, shade, and then re-ink each one, I just have to do the rough outline, ink it once. I mean, I could do it right on the pad if I want to, and take a picture, done. Instead of spending an hour coloring it,
Yeah.
click, color, click, color. Can we say color? Is that racist now? Or
No. I think as long as they are colored, because white is a color.
What's wrong with you?
I'm talking about colors.
It doesn't mean we can go that far. We can make Mexican jokes, but not, you know.
Hey, I come from the swatch that's from the darkest to the lightest. I'm stuck in the middle, and I'm finding out I'm only like one or two shades of my kind. So they crap on the middle guy a lot. Here's Michael Bass again. He says, "Hey, fucko, only Jeff gets to call me creepy boy."
Creepy boy.
Creepy boy. Oh yeah, from Clerks 2.
This out there, I asked because Michael Bass is just a solid guy, man. Like, good dude. I've known him for years. He's one of the handful, I would say the first like dirty dozen that really supported me from day one. Helps me get the movies, beers. We help each other collecting that, all kinds of stuff. And he's great sense of humor about his condition or disability, fucking whatever. He's in a fucking wheelchair, okay?
Oh, okay.
He has no problem with the jokes. I'm like, yeah, I'll send your piece and have your wife put it on the top shelf. You can grab it whenever you want. And he laughs. He's got a good sense of humor about it. And I asked Jeff, I'm like, you know, at a certain point when we trade, I'm going to want some autographs for some of my friends. I believe in karma. He's like, yeah, man, I got you. So would you ever have a problem signing something to Crippy Boy if the guy was in a wheelchair, but he had a good sense of humor about it? He's like, done and done. No problem with it. And I love that because for Michael having such a great sense of humor about what he's going through and what's gone through and what he will go through, that he will cherish that piece that God, who fucking knew the first time he saw that movie that line would be a joke that he could laugh at. And know that it's coming directly from Jeff on a personal level instead of just, you know, at a con or whatever.
And also because the character Randall says it, and that's why I called him Creepy Boy. And for just like cinema, you know, just talking through movies, I like the fact that it's in there because a person like that is not left out. Where like, you know, a PC movie, right? They'd be like, oh, we don't, what do you mean a person? Well, people in wheelchairs and, you know, there are people with disabilities and well, we can't put it in our movie because we don't want to offend. I'm like, well, you're offending by not including, you know, and I'm happy to hear that story because it really does connect like the dots of like, hey, that's cool. It's a shout out to me, or it's directed towards me. Whether you take it, which way you take it, but you're there. You're there. I
was watching one of the evenings with Kevin Smith and then that little fucking girl comes up and like, oh, so do you really think all lesbians need is a deep, good dicking? Like, no, I don't. Like, that asshole character does. And I'm trying to represent what you guys probably go through on a regular basis. Not, you know, and I appreciate that. Yes, his inclusion of minorities and sexual orientation and whatnot, it's not presented on a holy pedestal. But it's mentioned and it shows, I think more importantly, it shows the assholes that talk about how they talk about it.
Yeah.
It's really good. What a piece of shit. What a fucking asshole. Who talks like that about somebody dealing with that? And I think that's more inspirational to get us, the viewers, to be a little more kind and understanding about it. If I walk in and Kevin Smith's movies were, you should love all transvestites and gay people and blacks. And like, no, that's a hardcore message. You're preaching to me now. But he does it in a way where he represents the shitty version of society.
Yeah.
And you leave going, man, what up? Who would say that about a handicapped person? Like, right. Don't be that person.
Exactly. It's an example. Yeah. It's a perfectly good example on that. And even like the whole Clerks 2, that movie, when I saw it, I saw it, you know, recently we did a podcast on it, or last year, or whatever, February. And when we were doing it, I was like, I watched it and I really enjoyed it. But then it wasn't until I started really watching it, like the fourth time in a row, fifth time in a row, sixth time in a row, seven. I was like, this movie's really growing on me. And that whole scene where go, go, go. Now that whole scene where the opening scene where Kevin does the whole they're opening up the movies. Like I was like, oh shit, it feels like work. Like it feels like I know that feeling of just like I show up the lunch shift and then I get stuck for the lunch shift because the dinner people didn't show up. So now I'm here all day and then I got to be back again on Monday on the morning. And this wheelhouse is just going to keep going. And somehow I'm not going to feel appreciative, which is whatever. You just work. But at the same time, I'm going to get crapped on. So yeah, let's get used to this. Let's do this. And yeah, thanks for sharing that, Michael Bass. Yeah, you are. Yeah. Fuck away. Let's keep going. Beth also said, yeah, that was hysterical, the thing you said earlier. And see, Melanie said, why do you hate saying artists?
Because I can.
I
know Melanie very well because I can. Shut up.
There we go. I think with artists, and I hate using that title too, because I think we see more pretentious people that call themselves the artist or the person in the process, and I'm just like, I'm not that guy.
I can't. I just can't. I don't know, and it's probably like the veteran in me. I have a couple very braggable medals I was awarded. I don't fucking talk about them. I don't say I'm a fucking war hero. Other people might. I just like no, like, oh, you're such a great artist. I'm like, okay, look what this guy can do. I can't do that. He's a great guy.
Yeah, man, I get you. Yeah, let's see. Beth also said, you can do a GoFundMe to get the equipment. You can also mix media, a part digital, some has hand drawn.
No, and that's true, and that's very sweet of her to mention that. She's such a sweetheart. But I did that. I was invited to Kevin's birthday privately.
Oh, awesome.
And it didn't happen. It turned out to be Jeff's birthday bash, but it was very short notice. And from El Paso there, it's like $2,000 for me and my girlfriend to go. And I just grabbed all my shit and started selling everything I could, whatever I had, all my drawings, and through a very generous donation from Lilu Multiprops and the people that paid more than I would charge for my drawings, I was able to afford to go. So that's my one GoFundMe pandering for money in my life. Once in a while, I have my little fire sales. I look at a bunch of drawings I'm about to throw away. I'm like, I didn't want these.
Yeah.
But I mean, I did that once, and I've been blessed enough in the past to have my buddy Alan Jones. I was out of markers. My markers are all dried up, and I couldn't afford new ones. So I just kind of said, like, hey, my commissions are going to take a little bit longer. And motherfucker just sent me like $100 worth of markers.
Yeah.
I tap out on asking for anything. I need to put more karma out there. If it's meant to be, some angel would show up and say, hey, here's your tablet, here's your pen. Okay. But I'm not gonna, I can't ask for any more with as much as I've already received. I mean, 2 years later, and I have Jason Muse's number, I got Jeff Anderson's number, I got Marilyn's number, I got Ernie's number, I fucking talk to Zapsik all the time. Kevin knows who the fuck I am. I can't ask for more than that.
Yeah.
I want to help other artists get to where I'm at, not take 10 years to get there. Like, just,
Yeah, I get you, man. And just by that saying, if anything, what I'm gathering from this conversation for sure is just.
If somebody lives to me and wants to give me $1,000, I mean, I'll fucking take it. I didn't have to.
Fuck yeah. I'm gathering is like just getting started. I like the way you just said. I just started doing this, and it just started blowing and started growing, and that's awesome. Now,
Mark Lamb will give me the $1,000.
There you go. That'll be 1,000. Just drop the last 3 zeros. But speaking about Mark Lamb, a while ago he said Levi's in the house. Well, hello, Levi. Suck it, Levi. And then Joe Ridgely, white is not a color. Joe, I was referring to actual colors, not people's skin color race.
We all know they're talking. Hey, guess what? Black people aren't fucking black. They're brown. So how about that?
Yeah, because apparently I'm not brown. I'm olive skin. So let's see. There's that.
I'm olive skin. You're fucking brown, dude.
I wish. I'm here in Austin, and everybody's like, "Hey, you're olive skin." I'm like, "Okay." And they're like, "That's exotic." I'm like, "Okay, well, I guess I'll take that."
You're like Kumar skin.
I am, and thank you very much. Yeah, that is one of my. Dude, I didn't even know I looked Asian until Asian people started coming up to me, and I was like, hey, I was like, India's part of Asia, CJ. I was like, I'm Asian now, cool. Yeah, that's all I was like, oh, okay.
It's given away on a global map. It's right there.
Yeah, I gotta Texas education, man. I had to educate myself. Look into Redbubble to man, Beth. I don't know what that is. Here we got some Suck It Levi's coming in. Another one. Yeah, is he here? He says he's here. They say he's here.
Delivering pizzas, putting beard products in.
So not only do they can smell him away, they can smell the pizza coming off of him.
Yeah, well, okay, I can't talk too much shit because I just sent him 10 limited prints. I don't know if you saw it, the picture I posted of Kevin and Mark Bernardin and JC.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's taking them to the show tomorrow night. So, fuck him anyway. He'll do it anyway. Doesn't matter. Fuck him.
And he says, yes, he is here. LOL. And there you go. We got Rachel saying, suck it. And he's going to be there tomorrow. So now I understand where the Suck It Levi comes from. Suck it.
Hi, Rachel. She's a sweetheart. Oh, 2 words, Levi. Son. Oh, wait, no. It's not. Silverhawks. Motherfucker. He owes me some Silverhawks.
Dude, Silverhawks was shortly lived, but always loved. Let's see. Rachel also said, wow, that's a big ass beer. So we got a lot of comments coming in. Not enough suckets. Good answer from Melanie. Rachel says, nice. Sorry, let's see. Levi had to work late, but he's here. I wasn't referring to skin color in art world. White is presence of light. Black is opposite of light. Joe, that's design.
Yeah, Joe, it's not our fault. You didn't fucking properly, explain yourself. You sound like a fucking asshole.
So he's the producer of the show.
Color and black is all colors combined. If you don't believe me, get a black marker, pour some water on it, and it'll drip purple.
Joe's the producer of the show.
It ain't my show.
That's what's funny. Suck it, Chris. Oh, well, we got a Levi reverse. It says, suck it, Chris McDonald.
Oh, that gets a 50-cent donation to the Mexican place that you rattle off about the donation. I can't.
Oh yeah, Casa de la Cultura. So everybody, it's my it's art house from my hometown. They don't even know I'm doing this. I just thought it'd be nice to give them something back. And
Austin needs more money. That's what Austin needs.
Hey, I'm not taking anything. I'm sending it. It's I'm doing I'm asking from the above to bring down to the low because I'm doing crowdfunding as well. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I'm just doing what the people are doing, what the times are, and but yeah, I just thought yeah, I know Austin. It's like it sucks. It's like I'm trying to show that we're not all. Or they're I'm here, so it's it's not bad, but I know it gets a bad rep.
It's all Californians now. Nobody cares.
Yeah, they run into those guys a lot. Yeah.
So how long is this thing going for? Is it 1 hour exactly?
I could go for as long as you want it to go. I mean, I don't really care. Hour.
You gotta get on topic, man. We're supposed to talk about movies and mental health and shit.
We're getting there. Whenever. As I'm saying, we could talk about any which way you want. When you were talking about your stepdad beating you, I was like, hey, that's awesome. You only had one parent beat you. I had my mom yell at me and beat me. Then my dad just showed up and beat me.
Where do you think my fucking white stepdad got his wooden spoon from? His Mexican wife? You think?
Nah, they got chancla. They got what else? You get hit by electric cords, wires, cables. Yeah.
My mom said it was whatever was near you that wouldn't leave a mark that the cops would get called on.
And also, I mean, my people are like, your dad's watching this. I'm like, no, just like my family, family members, just don't run into the garage. And I know this is like old school. I don't know if they're teaching.
There's no way out.
Well, I also found out too, there's assortments of weapons in there. So it's basically like you get one, I get one, and we go at it. And I'm like, well, you're a
wooden spoon to a fucking pipe wrench
with a freaking shovel. And like, why do I get this chair? It's broken. It's like, you chose.
The best part, when growing up when I was a kid, is if my mom spanked me. Now, she spanked me like you're supposed to get spanked. Yes, like kids are supposed to get spanked. Not my stepdad. It would just beat me because Inspector Gadget was over. But she'd get the wooden spoon, and man, if we were lucky, it would break on the first swat. It would just snap. It's like you're lucky because everything else was like a meat tenderizer and knife. And it's like I can't do that. Well, so once in a while we got lucky, it would break.
I also think I started getting older. I'm a lot bigger than my father. So as I started growing, when he you're
bigger than your dad?
Yeah, I'm way taller than my dad.
So your dad was like in the Wizard of Oz because you're like a little dude.
Yeah. So he's short. um, so I'm a lot bigger, but I don't got that thing. But anyways, I remember being like the first time you get spanked and then it didn't hurt anymore, and you're like, ha! I laugh, and he's like, oh, he came back with a bigger belt. Oh, okay, never do that again. It's like, never gonna do that again.
I think I hit 6 foot like my summer of my 13th year. I just bam. And the first time I got in trouble that summer, instead of just yelling, my mom just stopped and just like
Oh
boom.
wow.
I'm like, okay, that didn't, what I did didn't warrant that. And it's like, you don't forget. Oh, okay, yes, okay, got it. But, all right.
It seems like I had a discipline. My mom's like that, and she runs rules for the stern fist, but iron fist. And I remember that what you just said. I remember being like, oh wait, when did I grow? You don't feel the growth spurt. You just kind of.
I had bad growth, growing pains. Like,
oh, okay.
if I sat in the back of the car, I'd have stick my legs like straight. That was bad. I shot up like 8 or 9 inches, like in 3 months.
Yeah.
Like daily, it was bad. But we're way off topic. Kevin Smith.
So with that being said, one commission that I saw you do, which I should have had posted, but I don't. But it was Brave Little Toaster, and I was like, damn, it's an awesome one. Oh, okay. That's just a sketch.
I just kind of came up with that on my own. Helps the creative juices flowing. When I know that I can draw something, overlap it with View Askew, show it to a bunch of people, and they'll say, hey, it's good or it's not. It's a neat way to keep the creativity going. And I was just sitting in my studio one day like, oh, shit. And I think it was a radio that caught my attention because I wanted the radio.
Yeah.
I think it was John Lovitz as a radio. So when I wrote it, I can hear it in my head. John Lovitz going, fuck, like just singing the song.
That popped out to me.
I sold it, but it wasn't a commission. The difference between selling this and you uncultured swine.
Oh, sorry. As I speak, drink my beer with double X's on it. Ugh.
Bunch of savages in this pumpkin.
Don't let anybody in here. But that was awesome because one thing I've noticed is that it's not available on the internet right now. The Brave Little Toaster, not even on Disney Plus.
Really?
I'm like, yeah, why the hell is that? Like, they have the sequels. They have like the 2 and 3, I guess, but they don't have that one.
Night Court, man. Night Court is about to get a rebooted series based off the original with some of the original actors, and it is not streaming anywhere. And it is one of the greatest sitcoms in the 80s and 90s. Won so many Emmys, John LaRoquette had to remove his name from the ballot. Like, I'm done. He won 3 in a row. And you can't find this show anywhere streaming.
Damn, dude, I love Night Court. Night Court's the shit, man. They showed a lot on like one of those channels that your TV just hooks up to, like Laugh, I guess it's called Laugh Channel. It's always playing Night Court, man. But other than that, I
think there was some just like straight up if you just put like rabbit ears back on.
Yeah.
But it's not streaming. That kills me.
Dude, that's a great show, man.
It still holds up. And if people are like now, like, oh, you can't bring back Dan Fielding with his sexual harassment. I'm like, yeah, you can. Because if he's not doing it anymore, he's progressed as a human being. And go watch the old show and realize how you shouldn't act. That's the whole point of the character.
Yeah.
And he did like Kevin would. He did it in a comedic way, but still showing, he never got to make his judgeship. He never got promoted. He was stuck in a dead-end job because he was a fucking piece of shit. Yeah. Had a little bit of a heart of gold when it came to it. But the lesson at the end of the day was if you're like this guy, you're just going to be stuck and never moving forward.
Yeah.
But if you're a lovable, sweet guy who's good to people like Harry, you'll move on in life.
Yeah.
And Kevin does the same stuff in his movies, but I don't think they don't fucking pick up on it, man. Like Holden is the way to be. Banky is there for a reason. It's to show you not how to fucking treat people. It's an example to give your children. It's like, man, don't be like that guy. I mean, don't be like Holden either, fucking emo bitch, but don't be a sexist, racist, homophobe like fucking Banky.
Yeah, and I mean, to that extent, that's the thing about the View Askew, which I've seen the movies, but it wasn't until recently where I connected them together. and I was like, oh shit, like there's like a little like area where you can come and hang out, and you can really like get to see like your characters. I mean, like get to see these characters kind of like out of the view skew into like people's memes or drawings or yours commission work and whatnot. One thing I do like is how they'll take and they do this in a lot of movies, but I like it in the view skew. Like a page where they'll take like you know, like Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck got back together and they started posting about Jersey Girl 2, but Jennifer Lopez died in Jersey Girl. You know, like I want to remake a movie poster on that. How would it be? Like, but I like
bring her back. They would bring her back like a fucking soap opera, or as your grandma would call it, the novellas.
Novella. I call it that.
It'd be her twin sister he didn't know about.
Oh,
from like Colombia or some shit, and then they fall in love. Done. It's already written. I just did it.
Dude, you just wrote Jersey Girl 2. I was thinking like she was coming back as this dead spirit or something, but that's so natural the way you thought about it. That's super simple. I was trying to go sci-fi with it. No, I mean that's what I love about the group too. And I mean even with like movies, just like the grind it takes to make a movie, and then actually like the support you get beyond that. It's when I talk to Jeff Bryan or even like Scott Schiaffo or Marilyn Gigliotti, they're always like, yeah, I can't believe that people still love these movies. Like I'm like, what do you mean you can't believe? Like there's nothing else like it. Like it's its own like original organic like thing that you were part of, and they're like, yeah, and I like that. I like that people are still nowadays like even like younger. I like seeing in line it's like 3 generations of like Kevin Smith fans, like, you know, from, you know, grandpa down.
My daughter, who's about to be 20 on Valentine's Day, I sent her all the the Leonardo movies, all, you know, the classic. Yeah. And we just watch them. And she only finished Clerks, and I got all disappointed and like, really? And she goes, no, it wasn't that it was bad. It was just like, what the fuck are those 2 stoner idiots outside the door all goddamn day? And why would he pick the whore over his girlfriend that brought him lasagna? Yes, that's the whole point. It's like, oh shit, like, okay, I didn't know. I thought I was missing something. So even at the time, a 19-year-old was at least intrigued by it.
Yeah.
Stands the test of time.
It's that's the thing, right? It just she still caught on to like the pieces of it, the main pieces of it. Like it's, you know, and nowadays I'm trying to see what eye candy is and what popcorn movies are, and I like them, but now it's like when you're telling me what a popcorn movie is supposed to be like a praise for so many things, like I just wanted to watch a movie, that's it, you know. And you know, a lot of these movies, they like, you can get that with Kevin Smith movies, but at the same time, like you can get like way more out of it if you choose to. Let's catch up on some. I didn't realize, sorry, but I didn't realize we have a lot of comments here. Let's see. Michael Bass again. That's when you buy mom wooden spoons for Xmas and get the cheapest pieces of crab you can find. That's a good market. That's a good.
Oh, well, hold on. So they respond to that. I can't buy my mom wooden spoons, Michael. She's dead.
Womp womp. The jabs keep coming. Suck it, Levi, from Rachel. Another donation there. Melanie, did we ever find out how many comments? I don't know. We'll get to the end and we'll see where we're at, because I think I'm at like at least 20 right now. As many as we want. There you go. Yeah, just keep going with the suck hits. Cool. Thank you. Let's see. Which piece has meant the most for you from Mark Lamb?
I've never got a piece from Mark Lamb.
I guess the commissioned pieces that you made.
It's hard. I can't pick one. I can't. If I had to group them, I would say when people ask me for their family portraits, or in Mark's case, like his dogs. You know.
Yeah.
A lot of people always want Jay and Bob and them together, and it's fun. It's fun. It's great. I love doing it. But when somebody's like, hey, can you do this because my friend's mom passed away, and I dig your style, and she was very funny and animated, and I want you to draw her that way. You know, like, to be trusted with that. From regular people all the way to like Jason Mewes asking me, hey man, can you do one of me and Jordan and Logan? I want to frame it and hang it in the house. Like, wow.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, not Jay, not Silent Bob, and just when it concerns their loved ones, that means the most. I mean, unless there's a commission for Views Q stuff that's paying me a lot of money, then that fucking means the most.
Oh, we love it. I will say in your defense that when I did reach out to you and I did ask the question, like, which ones stick out to you the most? And you said, why don't we ask the people? Because you really couldn't. We were talking on the phone. Why don't we ask the people? So I did post last month in the group, and the ones I got from here were the ones I got back. But I got more, but these are the ones I kind of just could get right now. And as I was looking over these, I was like, man, these are all great. And the fact that this one right here, I freaking love. It has the signatures in there.
Oh, for Danielle. Yeah.
Yeah, I freaking love that one. And like I was saying, this show, Chris, it's like I said, it's the mental health and whatnot. It's a serious topic, but it's not such a serious show. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce someone to the group real quick. What's up, Levi?
How's it going? What's up, Jack?
I'm out of here.
And now it's my show. Thank you very much.
Second part has started now.
Hold on. Wait for the most nervous laughter you've ever heard in your life, because he can't finish a sentence without. See?
That was me.
Yeah, that was
Well, thank you for joining. I thank you for joining Levi. I reached out to him, Chris, and I was like, "Yo, we're doing this Suck It Levi charity thing. You want in?" I'm almost surprised. Chris, he goes, "Yep." And then you kind of surprised me because you're like, "I'm here." I'm like, "Oh, now we know your presence is here." But hey, now you're here, so welcome. So I think
I'm telling you, it's like a Munchkin Seth Rogen.
So tomorrow, Levi, you're going to the cantina?
I am, yes.
Cool.
My
So
second time there.
oh yeah, dude, that was awesome. Yeah, you're basically in the background the whole episode. The last time you were there.
Yeah, we didn't even know exactly where we had sat down at originally. When we sat, it was it's like I knew the booths were kind of there. You know what I mean? But I didn't know I was in that booth with Mark. So it was like, okay, I started getting text messages and my phone started going off with different notifications. Everybody's like, move over if you want to be fully on camera. I was just like, what?
I thought it was I was funny. Somebody posted, check out this hobo, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, oh shit, that's Levi. He's like so close. And
like hobo. I wonder if that was Chris.
Shit, now I gotta grow my beard out. Damn, I'm not part of the beard club. Suck it, Levi, from Melanie. There we go. We got a couple of these. Thank you for being such a great sport. Oh, here we got Sean Living.
Absolutely.
Sean Smithson says suck it 3 times. Whoa. And also Mark gave me a story about the suck it Levi with a Y.
He doesn't know the fucking story. It's not his fucking story to tell.
Do you want to tell the story real quick?
Just because he fucking heard it third hand doesn't mean it's his fucking story.
All right, whose story is it, Chris?
It's Levi's story.
All right, well then, Levi, you might have put you on the spot.
Yeah. So that whole thing kind of came upon because when Movies was in Los Angeles, I got notified to drop off something for Kevin to sign. So I dropped off a poster with my name on a post-it taped onto the poster tube, along with my actual name and address stamped on there and everything, plain as day. And when I got it back, Kevin had completely misspelled my name. A piece that's only good. I think there's only like 500 out there.
You said he completely misspelled your name.
No, I didn't. He did.
Kevin misspelled your name by 25%. Not completely. One letter.
Okay. Well, actually, yeah, because on his spelling, it was Livei or something like that.
Right. That's right. The first one was Livey.
Yeah, it was Livey. And I was just like, okay, great. And it kind of morphed into Levy with a Y, and it stuck there.
She got the videos for us, and she was talking to Zapsik, and she's like, you too, suck it, Livey.
Yeah.
Zapsik, no, Levy, fucking dude.
Levy. Yep.
The zing. They're both wrong. Oh,
yeah,
man.
good times. So from there on, it just kind of morphed and it is stuck. And the whole suck it thing, obviously, I'm sure Chris has spoke on that one before I was here on how that all got. No, wow, kind of surprising.
I did post this. So if you can see that.
Right. I just when I was he was no bearded. So.
Yeah. So I did post that. So it was the
he
DX.
He looks like George Clooney at the end of Oh Brother, Where Art Thou when he has the fake beard on.
I can see it. Yeah. Little Clooney there.
Yeah.
So
the second thing was just when we met, and at the time I just started my collection, and my girlfriend Brittany had gotten me all the in-action figures, and she flat said, like, I can't give all these to you on your birthday. It's too much. I have to give them to you once a week.
I remember that. Yeah.
Oh wow, so privileged there.
I know, right?
So I was posting a lot of mail calls and stuff, and just one of those organic things. Levi would get a lot of stuff too, and we hit it off. We become friends. And it was just one day, I just suck it, Levi. I got this, and you don't have it. And 2 years later, it's become
2 years later.
He's been at the drive-in getting told, suck it, Levi. Actually, he has sent us videos from Kevin, Jay, O'Halloran, Zapsik, all suck it, Levi. Suck it. I got pictures from all the from Ernie and Zap at the stash. It's just an ongoing joke.
I'm like, even Mean too has the picture of me holding that sign.
But Levi, back me up on this. If you're not me and you're not Levi, it's not your fucking joke. Don't go to the goddamn stash asking for it, because technically you're just pandering for attention, saying, I know those guys. Nobody wants to do it. It's our joke. Get your own fucking joke. Mark, tell your own fucking stories. This is our story. That's it. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. But don't do that. Don't do it.
I'm about to send Mark the link. Get him up in here. We're gonna have a good old party.
You really barbecue sauce and rib bones like all over him.
Look, Mark. Oh, wow. Mark, this suck it got me to start collecting.
Yeah. No, it's inspired people and it's fun.
I think a lot when I started doing when I started noticing the suck it's, one thing I enjoyed were Levi actually rebuttals, and like a lot of the times when he rebuttals, I'm like, he's right. Like he's right. I just can't comment because I don't get my ass chewed out, but he's right. Like it's like something super simple, or he simplifies it really like methodical, and I'm like, he's right. Like I don't.
It has inspired a lot of collectors. I don't want to. Jokingly, we would say to up their game. That's not what it is. It's just, it's if these guys who don't have a ton of money can achieve this, so can I. I'm not looking in the right places. I never knew I could afford these things. Like Angelique, the new girl in the group, sweet little. She is 20 fucking years old. Sweetheart.
And she's competing with me and Chris really hard lately when me and him were like hardcore throwing up mail call posts.
You get mail calls every day, and she's asking the right questions. How do I collect? What's the right way to collect? Where do I buy things? Where do I not buy things? What shelves should I get? And she's fucking 20, and she's black. When Bernardin says that Kevin doesn't have black fans, she's a 20-year-old black girl from Sacramento, California.
Yep.
Who is a hardcore collector, works hard, pays her rent and everything, and the little bit of money she has left of the week, it goes to Kevin Smith stuff. So if anybody's listening and you have something that's, unless I don't have it, you give it to me. But if I have it, then she's looking for those cool pieces, man, the screen use pieces and the obscure stuff, the movie reels and shit, stuff that I don't think Levi has any. But she's trying to get to that level, and she's a sweet kid, and we inspired that accidentally by just fucking around, just talking shit.
Yeah, it's just all been me and him just talking shit back and forth, and people have caught on with it and got into the nice.
And this is, I mean, this is what I love. I think the, like, even just Clerks, and Clerks too, for sure. There's all the like commodity, like the bullshitting around, like you just said. Like, that's what the movies inspire, that just naturally happen, and they're reflections of life. So you're literally bullshitting and inspiring other people, not necessarily like with bullshit. It's just that what you're doing with your time is entertaining, and you're able to help someone, like, for like myself. Like, I want to get away from like all this bullshit internet. Like, everyone, you don't like this, I'm like, dude, like, chill. Like, I just know so many people that just, like, they triggered real easy. And then when I stumbled into these groups, I was like, I want to go hang out here. These are more entertaining. These are more like, just more for real. These are more people, like, sharing, like, a common thing here, and all that outside, like, stuff is non-existent here. And that's what really got me. And then when I really started seeing all the interactions with other people just talking shit to each other, at first I realized, I was like, oh, they're arguing, but then I was like, no, they're not. It's playful banter. It's a safe, not a safe zone or anything, but it's like a game we're playing. Like, hey, we all know about this stuff.
It is, because
Yeah.
you know, if I posted that my mom died on Facebook, I don't want to read a fucking 20-paragraph diatribe about your loss and how you're comparing it to mine.
Yeah.
So I don't do that. Levi's Lexi, what was it?
Lexi?
Lexi passed away. His dog passed away while me and my girlfriend were on a road trip toy hunting. And I didn't have to type fucking 5 goddamn paragraphs. I'm like, I got you, bro. That was it.
Yeah.
And he felt okay. That done. And that friendship was built because of Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
And then it blew up into this big thing that we don't need to talk about. But one sentence on Messenger speaks volumes.
Yeah.
So if you're listening, please don't type fucking 3 goddamn paragraphs. Nobody wants to read that shit. No worries, be good. I got you.
Nobody got time for that.
Yeah,
I think the sentimental, like the fact that the act was there and you know the person more, that the words don't need to be fluffed. You don't need this extra. Look what I went for you. It's just like, no, I know this individual, and I'm around them enough online or whatnot that I get.
But also coming through. I remember when I told you before you brought Levi on about getting last minute notice about the invite to go to Jersey.
Yeah.
Just couldn't afford it, you know, so I put shit up, and I just got a message from Levi, karma, motherfucker. That was it, karma, motherfucker. That was it. Not 3 paragraphs about how much he loves me or think or nothing, just karma, motherfucker. And next thing you know, well, you know, I don't want to talk about that. Next thing you know, I had a very nice gift that I could never repay a third party, not even from him, but he reached out to that third party because of what I did for him in a 1-sentence text. I got you, bro. 3 months later, karma, motherfucker. Like, bam, from Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't get $5 from my fucking blood relatives.
Yeah.
Let alone
We're 2 people that haven't even actually met face to face yet, but we definitely have each other's back. That's for sure.
And that's to me. I'm like, now I feel like, hey, I actually shook Chris's hand. It's cool. Like to like.
You got one up on me, dude. Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
what he doesn't know is the hand I jack off with. So.
This the hand I don't on mine. I was on her. I was using my right hand. but it is cool to like see just the whole aspect of the conventions. Now, what is something y'all like to collect? Like, what is one thing, if it's not just View Askew, of anything else? Like I said, Transformers earlier, and the cringe in Chris's face was, but like, is there anything like I got into the '86 again? I started collecting the Transformers. Is there anything that sticks out to you on collections or anything?
Debt.
You can collect the debt.
No, I mean, I know Levi not so much, but me and my girlfriend, actually that's how we met, was collecting. So it is everything vintage toys. She has and I'm going to say this word on purpose because it has a clinical definition. It's in a fucking dictionary. Okay. She has a retarded collection. Okay. Of Barbies that we found.
I can vouch for this.
I've seen videos on the road traveling. 3-4 hours at a time going to different toy stores. A lot of vintage toys for me, statues. What else, babe? Dogs, probably.
Dogs.
So we have a lot. Plus my Kevin Smith stuff. Batman's a big collection for. I have a huge collection of vintage lunchboxes.
Oh
I
yeah.
was gonna say you can't leave that out of this right now. Like really?
Those are great conversation pieces, and the embossed work on them, and the paint, and they're so good. So yeah, I mean, I think that and Levi just like probably like roaches and parking tickets. Probably.
What about you, Levi? What is your what do you like to collect?
Hey, I haven't gotten a ticket in a long time. Thank you very much.
Wait till tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks. You cursed me on
Jinx it.
this one. Me, yeah, my collection. I used to really be into collecting a lot of different pops and Funkos. I've definitely stayed out of that lately. Just hasn't really.
Because they fucking suck and they're horrible and they're the goddamn devil.
Yeah, I paused because I knew he was going to cut in for that one.
And the lead designer, Richard Brian, is a piece of fucking shit. If you ever meet him, punch him right in the fucking dick.
Oh, I love this show. It's awesome. I got lucky. My mom gave me a time capsule, so it had all my stuff from like late '80s all the way to about 2005. And when I opened it up, I was like, "Oh crap, my life's in here. Let me get back into this." And
That's
I lost,
crazy.
in March. My birthday's March 29th, and turned
Nobody
30.
cares.
Hold on, I was telling you, I turned 30.
You could have just said on my next birthday, and that was it.
Well, no, I was gonna say why, because on April 2nd, like literally the later on that week, a childhood friend of mine, his father died, so I grew up with him, and when he passed away, it was kind of like one of those like, oh, this, it's just really, I wasn't a weird time where I was like celebrating my birthday, and then the same week lose somebody, and then my mom was like, well, here you have a kid now, so here it's time for you to pass this on, and she gave it to me, and I was like, holy shit, and it was instantly like I was like, oh crap, all my stuff is in here. And once I started just looking at it, I only looked at half of it because I was like, oh, I got to really slow down. There's a lot of shit in here. But as I started looking about the collection, all the stuff I had, I started collecting comics again. And I did like the whole thing with Kevin Smith. Like, man, I took the photo with him here for the movies, and that was like free. And I got 2 signatures for him for free. And that's when I was like, holy crap, you can really just show up, and that's what it's about.
All right.
Who's here? Jesus.
Hey, I'm not 8 beers in, man. Is it past your bedtime, Chris? What's going on?
I'm not that old.
Oh, your beard says otherwise,
That's
sir.
great, huh? How many beers fit in that glass? Shit.
It's a big ass beer night at Chris's house. All right, let's see. Whoa, lady knows. Okay, I don't know. We got a lot of people in here just commenting. Their Suckids got me. Oh yeah, sorry, we did that already. Oh, let's see. Mark Lamb, just not Funko. I guess he does when he records. I don't know, I'm all over. Sorry, people. I lost the Suck It Levi. Here we go. We got more donations coming in.
There we go.
There we go. Rachel says, I try not to speak of Funko since Chris hates it. Oh, yeah, he really does hate it. Damn, your people know you.
Oh, yes. He has a passion for it.
I got a
very
comment.
Strong, deep distaste for it.
I only have like 2 Funkos. I think one was the Kevin one, but Melanie said,
it came from the fact that me and my girlfriend became social media friends with the head designer of Funko.
Oh, okay.
Reese O'Brien. He's a fucking money grubbing piece of shit, cocksucking asshole. That's why.
Fair enough. He seems like we can move on. I was gonna.
Okay then.
He's going heavy on the beers. Melanie actually says, "I bet my debt collection is better than yours."
All right, fair enough.
Ooh.
Possibly, maybe. I don't know. Working on that one too.
Oh god, yeah. Then Melanie also said, "Thanks for giving me a reason to not like Funko." There we go. And then Mark says, "Chris is very open and doesn't hide things, good or bad."
Nope.
Good. Good. For everything that all the interaction I do, or just people talking to online, and then they're the same way they are in real life. Good. Like so much bullshit that people try to do with this stuff, and flaunt shit like this in front of your face and be like, is he a real person? Is he really? Did he meet Kevin Smith? Yes, I did. It's so stupid. I paid for that for that, but hey.
I'm worried about Mark's cholesterol.
But I think all in all, with what we got with with like just
worried about your liver after that beer.
Well, if you don't take breaks, it's not bad. You can't get a hangover or stay drunk. So,
I suppose so.
And that's like the first time I woke up drunk. It was really fun. And back to your comment about retard. Since this is a mental health show, that word has not been diagnosed since like the early 2000s. They don't use that word anymore. It's called IDD. So I believe
I didn't say retard. I said retarded.
Oh, well, I'm just saying that I'm not correcting you or anything. I'm just saying that word doesn't be used anymore. So therefore, you could be spoken like a Neanderthal. We can say Neanderthals all day, but they're not around because they don't exist. So if we're not diagnosing,
I'm like, no. Your painting is a little retarded, and it's as a fucking goddamn definition. I'm not saying that it's a handicapped person. Like, Jesus Christ, man, it has a real fucking definition.
Yeah,
I don't mean it.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's that IDD now is what it's called, and he's that's a good thing because it clarifies a lot of stuff. And well, we'll clarify this. That thank you guys for coming and hanging out. We've got a lot of people. Well, we got at Levi from Mark Lamb. What does he say? At Levi's. That's Chris's second one on camera. The beer. So he's like, yeah, he's got that 6-pack. Well, you could probably put three in one of those. You guys, okay?
I was gonna say that's at least 24 ounces.
It's fucking like 16, man. It's the camera angle.
Is that what you used to make it look bigger? I see, Chris. Rachel asks, oh, okay, Natty Light. That's my kryptonite. Rachel asks, you guys into music at all? That's one of my other things. Rachel's into music. What kind of music y'all into?
That's personal. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, too personal.
What was that? I mostly listen to hip hop, but
like Color Me Bad, Boys and Men, House of Pain, like this 90s R&B. He stopped listening.
That's where he bottle capped. He's right there. Time caps right there in the 90s.
Yeah.
So
I stopped right at the 98 is like my limit.
Well, when I was on rap was actually rap.
180 pounds and still wears a triple extra large shirt and 48-inch waist shorts. Because he's still dressed.
How do you know that's what I wore in high school?
Yeah. And junior high.
That's, well, yeah. I mean, music. Color Me Bad. Yes, that was a great. It was somebody made a meme. It was like George Michael and Kenny G. Yeah. They all got together and performed Color Me Bad because there were discounted characters of them. Let's see. I guess we're coming down to the end of this episode. It was a great little hangout session. Just trying to figure out what we were trying to do. Levi just listens to Kevin Smith soundtracks. Drinking beer. We're gonna have to.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Next time I have Chris on here,
good music on those soundtracks.
Dude, he does. I mean, every time Goodbye Horses comes on at a convention, everybody tucks their dick and it starts dancing.
Exactly. Everybody assumes the position on that one.
Dude, Levi manscapes in case Goodbye Horses comes on.
You got to be ready for the occasion.
Hold on. Levi posted today. What was your lame ass suck it? You spent like $30 fucking on some autographed shitty hot sauce from Kevin Smith. He didn't make it. It's probably got animal shit in it. But I don't.
Hey,
Brittany,
all right.
Brittany has two little like.
Mad because I have one and he doesn't. That's all he's pissed off.
Of Michael Zapsik sauce that he made personally himself. That he doesn't sell at the stash, but when we were there, he gave her 2 bottles. We have 2 of those, and we didn't pay for it.
That's
wait. How do you put it? Meh, right? Meh. Meh.
Meh.
Man, it's meh.
Meh.
Eh.
Soundtracks are great. Yep, Melly, facts. Mark Lamb's over here doing another promo for Kevin Smith, and he $33 with shipping. I guess the sauce from the stash. There it is, the meh.
I
Well,
think it was the price of it, something like that.
$33 for sauce. For sauce.
You could have taken that money
Yeah.
and shipped them Silverhawks.
That's true. Are there
Hey,
Silverhawks?
I found one of them, and I actually found the hawk with it too, the matching hawk for him too. So
He
don't
owes
worry,
me.
I'm getting
He
them.
owes me some Silverhawks from a past deal from like a fucking year ago.
Well, you know, just as well as Mark knows, it takes me 6 to 8 months minimum to ship anything. Come on now.
Well, we'll do this. We'll tie this in. We'll go another 9 rounds. We'll tie this in for the mental health part of movies. So, is there a movie there? I'm asking both of you guys. Is there a movie there that really inspired you, or just like as a movie that you could relate to your life, or some movie that your go-to movie, like when you're like either want to feel when you're on a high and you want to go higher, you go to that movie, or when you're feeling low and you want to be picked up. Is there any movie that you have that you're just like, which one? All right, go, Chris.
For a high, like either Star Wars or Indiana Jones, because he was real. He was just a regular dude. He got shot. He got fucking beat up. You know, chicks were pissed at him. He was fallible.
Yeah.
He wasn't a perfect character. He was very Captain America, but you never saw one fucking American flag
Yeah.
ever. So I've always said that as a child, that I didn't have my dad around. My stepdad was a fucking asshole. That Harrison Ford characters in the 80s, they raised me. And if you think about that, like, okay, Indiana Jones, Han Solo, Deckard, and Jack Ryan, you couldn't pick a better fucking father figure. And then when I'm down, I watch either Scorsese films or Glenn Ross, because you're just miserable pieces of fucking shit.
God,
Those
such a good
guys are
movie.
these horrible people. Horrible. It's hard to watch at times. Like, can you? Oh, I couldn't talk the way they do on the phone to rip people off, and yeah. So those are my go-to, other than porno.
Oh yeah, Pornhub definitely. I think Jack Lemmon's character is like God. He really eats you at you because you're like, do I want to root for you, but you're a piece of shit.
Shelley, the machine Levine.
Yeah, dude. Man, and then also, oh yeah, I like Pacino in that movie too. Where is it, Ricky, or his name is, or in a Glenn Ross? Yeah, dude. That's a fast talker. That guy's gonna swoop you and take your shit, and you're gone. Lever, how about you? You got any high and low movies?
Probably National Lampoon's Vacation and Back to the Future are both my highs and lows. It doesn't matter either or. They're always my go-tos.
The Vegas one, or no, the one where they go to Wally World.
You said Vacation.
Yeah, the Wally
Not
World.
European Vacation, not Vegas Vacation.
Yeah, I
not
got that one.
Vacation. The original.
I caught myself. I was still in the same
The
sentence.
original.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I see
What
a little
about movies?
And then Chris needs another beer. He's getting really agitated.
I love that there's a streak of white in his beard. It's because of me. I stressed him out just enough.
I have grays in my beard that are named after that man. Shit.
the McDonald's special.
Yeah,
There it is. Oh, there's the Kiki Kelly there.
there it is.
I miss my horse. Oh god, that's that.
Donkey. Miss my donkey.
I miss my donkey. Damn it, I'm ruining this movie, man. I've seen it over 100 times, and I'm over here messing it up. Put me on the spot there. Rachel says, looking for beer crumbs. That is a thing. Rachel, yeah, they have good taste in movies. I'm still learning. I thought I've watched almost every movie, but when it comes to stuff like this, when you put me on the spot, my brain goes dead. So,
Have you ever seen Bugsy Malone?
What's up?
Have you ever seen Bugsy Malone?
Warren Beatty?
No, not
No.
Bugsy.
No.
Bugsy Malone. It's a all-star child cast musical set in the 30s, starring Scott Baio and a young Jodie Foster.
No, I have not seen this movie.
They drive around on
I don't
like
think I've seen that.
that they pedal. They're Tommy guns, shoot pies. It's a musical. Very well done. Just ridiculously good story. And at the end of it, the whole message of the movie is give a little love and it all comes back to you.
That's a good message.
Yeah. Google it.
Let's see. I'm gonna look that up real quick because that sounds like something I want to watch. I wasn't big into musicals until I started my podcast, and my co-host, he's big into musicals, and I've seen quite a few. Actually, Scott Bale's first movie, 1976.
Jodie Foster, I think it was her second movie after Taxi Driver. I think.
Yeah, it's right here. It says
Unknowns. Unknowns.
This movie's rated G. Is it rated G? Like from? Wow.
There's no swearing, no blood, no nothing, but it plays well. It follows good. Like that. If you want to take a good night, you watch that, and then you watch Support Your Local Sheriff with James Garner and Bruce Dern.
Dude, that's awesome. I was as a kid, I was an extra on Streets of Laredo, and I got to meet James Garner. Got a picture with him.
Okay. See, my girlfriend, she watched it for the first time, I think at the age of 32, and it was made like in 1963. She laughed her ass off to the point I had to pause it, and she still laughs just as hard to this day, the 100th time watching it. Their favorite fucking movie.
Oh yeah, I think that's like the thing about watching a good movie that has those euphoric feelings of making you go up and down. Just it's nice. You have your go-to. Like you go to your movie, you go and you watch it.
It's very good. It's very Kevin Smith writing. The writing is just, man, it's dry. It's right in front of your face. Just listen to what they say. They don't need a what's it called?
Graphic CGI or
boom. They don't need that. They don't need
yeah.
canned laughter or anything. We just watch the fucking movie and listen to what they're saying. It's funny. But I wrap it up, man. I gotta take a piss, man.
Yeah, I go. I think we're ready to go. It's about to hit an hour and a half. I think it was a great show. Thank you for coming on. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have you guys on again. We'll see where we get the
Well, next time can it be me and Levi with Mark Lamb's fucking cheap ass in the middle, and put him on mute, so only we can talk shit to him and he can't say anything back.
That sounds like we'll see if Mark's up for the challenge. That's like we're.
If it's free, he's up to the challenge. Trust me.
Oh, it'll be free. Don't worry. I'll cover it, Mark. I'll cover it, Mark. Well, gentlemen, it was great having you guys. You guys want to share any of? If you guys have any, you want to get hold of Chris? Do you have anything you want to say for the people watching?
Yeah, I have to take a piss. Can we go?
Yeah, you can go, man. I'll see you later, Chris. Peace. Levi, thank you for coming on, man. It was fun.
Absolutely.
Just like this is the kind of episode I was expecting. I didn't know what to expect. Thanks everybody for doing the suck.
You never know what you're gonna get when you got me in here with you.
No, I think this is like what I really wanted. I didn't know that you guys didn't actually ever met. This is all through just social media and just getting to hanging out, and that's pretty awesome that this can happen, that this is possible. And like you said about the story of your dog passing, just checking up, and it does see that when you're like, oh man, that sucks that someone that's actively on the group that begin to know a little bit more, they have a loss, but it's cool right. that there's there. Like I would just be like, imagine if you don't have that, or if you're not aware of it, if you're not aware that you could have these groups, and just because like you're not here next to each other doesn't mean you can't eventually one day be at an event where you run into each other. Like I believe like you and Mark ran into each other, right? At the
me and Mark, we met up at the last Fat Man Beyond. He actually got lucky when he came to California with his lady and was able to hit the show. That was the first time me and him had met, but we've been friends for 2 years now, I think. Something like that, pretty close to it. Just like me and Chris we've tried to a couple of times to be at the same place at the same time, but it's just never worked out.
Yeah, and it's like for me when I saw Chris, I'm pretty good with names or faces, and I was like, hey, that's him, and I just said hi, and it worked. I was like, oh wow, and then he posted on there, he's like, if you see me at conventions, you can say hi, and I was like, oh, so people don't? I thought everybody would talk to each other, but it is kind of there is that kind of that wall there.
Oh yeah, it was like when I went to movies in Phoenix, I had enough people that I technically didn't know, but I knew through the groups in Facebook. I had enough people coming up and saying hi and yelling my name and yelling "Suck it, Levi" that I actually had a security guard come up and ask me who I was, to the point why all these people knew who I was and why Derek actually, kind of walked me in front of everybody. And I was like, well, I'm personal friends with Derek, and these are people I actually know from Facebook groups. And he's just like, you're not like he literally asked me if I was a celebrity because of the amount of people that were asking me, and yelling my name and like, what's up? And I'm just like, hey, what's going on? And he's just like, who are you? I'm like, dude, I'm nobody. I work at Domino's, bro.
Oh, okay. that's that reminds me of the Rick James sketch by Dave Chappelle when he started going on to his stand up and saying like he was at he would be at like Disneyland and people would come up to him and be like, I'm Rick James, bitch, and he'd be like, I got my kids with me, it's like he's like
right, yeah.
And to be like a Suck It Levi would be kind of the same like equivalency of someone like knows you for something, or like Marion Gigliotti, like she's a champ with the 37, man. She gets it. She gets it's a joke and she goes with it, and I'm like, man, that's for her, like that's a pretty tough joke, but I've met her not only digitally, but I met her in real life, and she's a sweetheart, but she's also tough, and I'd see that like having that kind
with
of thing
with the joke that your name is attached to like 37 is, you got to be hard as nails, man.
Yeah, and then you see like they do the cosplay photos that they do together, and she's just having a fun joke, and I'm like, damn, that's awesome. Like to be able to build yourself there, to be able to do that is right, you're awake. Sorry, I got my little one. Speaking about getting,
it's daddy time now.
Yeah, we gotta put him to sleep, but here he is. He's coming. Well, it is. This is a family show. We have this is the one of the newer viewers.
Right, there you go.
This is Maxwell. This is Levi. Say hi, Maxwell.
Hi.
All right. So yeah.
Hi.
Oh, there he is, everybody. Maxwell made an appearance. He's
buddy?
on the show. Hey. All right, Papa. We're gonna go. He's gonna go back. There you go. He said hi. We're gonna finish this up. Yeah, he wants me to put him to sleep, and that's my world there.
Sure.
But and my other worlds, I think just fall in love with this with the View Askew, and actually getting to like meeting everybody like you and Chris, and meeting other people that have a common interest and a common share is something that I really really like. Now I didn't realize how I hold it deep to me, because it is cool to like have a conversation with somebody about something that can be relevant or as relevant or as relevant as you want to make it. But like you guys, we choose to talk about that, and I'm totally like when I told Jeff Anderson I've eaten movies 4 times at 4 different like locations, or not 4 at 4 different times, and he just laughs at me and he's like, I was like, yeah, dude, that's like I've told the guy from the movie that I ate at his fictional place, and he laughed, like in a good way, where it's like, I know if I can go back and tell somebody that story, they're gonna be like, awesome, it's like, that's cool.
Right, and, exactly, like.
Yeah, and I mean, it's so cool.
I mean, even people's like, yeah, I went to the one in LA 5 times, and they look at you like you're crazy. It's like, you spent $30 on a hamburger 5 times, and I'm like, well, yeah. But that's not the point.
And that's why I went to movies 3 times here in Austin, because I was like, this thing doesn't really exist. It's kind of just a pop-up, and it's only going to live for this amount of time. So I'm going to go and enjoy it, because I don't know when it's going to go. And then when went to Rhode Island, it was there, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do it again. And I do like that vegan burger. I've tried everything. That vegan burger was really attracted to me. But I ended up getting, here in Austin, I don't know if they had it anywhere else. They had the 2 meats with the chicken in the middle. And
they didn't have that they didn't have that in LA when they were here. They didn't have any of the secret menu stuff yet like that.
Yeah, we had.
I think it looks good.
Oh, I thought it was an onion, because in the photo you just saw the fried corner, and I thought it was like an onion inside until I bit it, and I was like, why is this so hard? It's poultry. It's chicken in here, and that's why I was like, oh, that's what it is.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I did finish it. Yeah, I was weaving on there. I did finish it, but man, it was funny. Here we have. Oh, there he is, Chris McDonald in the house. Suck it,
there it is.
So, and then Ray, I will get you right now, Pop. And then Rachel, feel better now. I guess he's relieved. And Mark Rams says, honestly, $30 is normal in LA. Yeah, I guess yeah, for sure, $15 burgers is a thing just to get a drive-through.
Pretty much, yeah. Jack in the Box is going to cost me $12 for a combo meal here. So,
Oh, yeah, I got lucky. I got the Whataburger. The problem is I got the Whataburger line, and that's never
uh,
fun. Yeah,
yeah, you guys have that line just like we have the In and Out line, no matter what location you go to. It's
you
the
know, I'll
same.
tell you, we have In and Out here, and I'm like, it's not the same. But the Vegas one is my favorite In and Out. That's the as quality wise, I like the Las Vegas
The
one.
Vegas one is really good. I'm there with you on that one. I every time I go to Vegas, I hit that the In and Out there. It is some good shit.
All right, well, look at Chris. Take care of your goddamn kids. I am. Hey, Chris, I'm bringing my kid to work, man. That's what we're doing.
Right?
That's what I do. Yeah. He's got a block of cheese. He's enjoying himself. But Michael Baz, great. Now it's the Levi show. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're moving it on. We're keeping going. Second portion of this.
Chris
But
had to piss, so.
yeah, you piss, you lose. There was one in Indianapolis too, but I didn't hear anything. Maybe a little closer to Eckhart, and that would have been nice. Yes. And then the Levi show is like a grindhouse. Come to Planet Terror, stay for death proof. It's a 2 feet. You got the Tarantino and the Rodriguez going by. So
Right?
we're just
Double
getting
feature.
a double feature today. Just keep the episode going because it's the View Askew. Real quick, what's your favorite View Askew movie if you have one?
Favorite view ski movie is easily Dogma, followed by Mallrats.
All right, man. Chasing Amy was my first one, I believe, and then I saw Mallrats, and it was weird because no one where I was from, no one talked about it, and I was like, this movie exists. It's such a great movie, and no one talks about it. And then,
Oh yeah.
but I Clerks 2 grew on me really, really good. To the fact that I watched it, you know, watched it one time when I rented it. It had like 48 hours I had on there, like to watch the free rental. The 48-hour rental time. So I
Right.
watched it like 6 times in that 48 hours, and I was just like, dude, this movie keeps growing on me. Like I'm starting to pick up little things here, starting to notice things that I didn't notice before. I love Clerks. I really understand Clerks a lot. I get it, but to me, I'm like, feel like I'm watching a movie. Where Clerks 2, I feel like I'm like, this is like a shared experience I have here. That's a fancy shared
Right.
experience.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I think
Definitely.
I'd say, well, Chris McDonald, is he going to correct me already? Yep. Get your shit together. Mark Lamb. Clerks 2, Outside View Skew, Red State. Oh, yeah. I haven't,
Good one.
yeah. I haven't seen Red State. I can't find it. So I have to wait till it's, I guess, on
No.
the streaming services. I don't know if it's available to stream on the internet yet. Or sometimes, some movies you can't find, like History of the World Part 2. You have to buy the DVD. And then like right now, one of my
Yeah.
podcasts rewatch right now. We're doing Dutch, and do you remember that one with Ed O'Neill and Ethan Embry?
Yeah.
We're doing that one, and that one's not available to stream, so I have to buy it. So yeah,
Lame.
so there's a lot of movies like that. Let's see, that makes sense. QT hasn't been a good movie since Pulp Fiction. Oh, Quentin Tarantino was his original. Yeah, I mean, True Romance, he didn't make it, but he. Look at this. This is what I love about this. This episode could keep going because of the views, the fan art. These guys, like
Oh
Rachel
yeah.
says, I remember when Clerks came out. From the previews, I knew it was for me. I rented the hell out of it on VHS before I got my own. And then you have Chris McDonald coming right back with Michael Bass, shut your mouth, you shut your whore mouth. Dutch rocks, so good. Yeah, you tell him, and then Rachel, you tell him. This is what I love about. See, well, I just like getting to know you a little bit better. It's cool getting to know the man behind the hashtag. Everybody, he's a real person.
Right.
So
Yep.
when you say suck
Definitely.
it, when you say the suck it Levi, just make sure he's kind of not in the middle of something, kind of not busy. Like it would be some shit, man, if you like deliver a pizza and someone's like, hey,
That would be.
the fucking suck it Levi guy. And if you do recognize it, then you tip
I would
that
be
man.
honored.
Then you tip that man. That's when you tip him. And you do it real sneaky. You write on the part where it says tip. You put $100, and then you write hashtag suck it Levi and like wink or something. But you don't tell them. You subtly post it in there. Let's see if I can make this conjure this thing happening.
Right.
Oh my God, Chris is having fun. Look, Chris, 18. What three beers of his is like 18
Oh,
beers.
Jesus.
No, Michael Bass, you don't stand. Oh, motherfucker. Michael Bass will not stand. Well, it was a great episode. Thank you for being a part of it, man. I don't want to take more of your time. I know you're on the.
Absolutely, man. Take care of your son.
Yeah, I will do that. No, he's going to bed. It's time for him to. We're putting him to bed right now. But like I said, it's a take your kid to work. I'm showing him how to edit and deal with drunk guests on your show. Now playing. His $100 would just go to Chris McDonald's, Forge Kevin Smith. So we have some
It's pretty scary how well Chris can sign Kevin's autograph. It really is. You got to be careful with that man.
Are you being serious? Is he got it down? Oh, that's awesome.
Like it's spot on.
That's awesome.
It's spot on.
I'd pay for a Chris McDonald Kevin Smith signature, a commish. That'd be some shit. And then get Kev to do it. And
Right?
Chris says, "I have 12 beers to go." You pussy. Sorry, man. I haven't really been to war. I have this.
12 natty lights, though. That's like 3 real beers. Come on. Oh, shit.
He's doing it for volume. He needs to fill it up. He's got to fill himself up.
Yeah.
And now I can talk shit because he's not here.
So
Like a good for it.
pack, that equals like a 6-pack of that crap.
Oh man, I just remember when I was younger, we used to play beer pong, and I was always good with just regular, even they did like a death pong where they put like tequila or something in a cup. Like I'd be good to make it, but as soon as they pulled out natty light, I'd be like, natty light's my kryptonite. I start, this shit fucks me up, man.
Yeah, it's like, damn, I missed shit.
It takes a good war gut to take that shit down. All right, well, thank you, Levi, for coming by. I'll let you go, man. I don't take any more of your time. $15, little man. Fuck you, Levi. Mark, man, look back at some of his artwork. Clean Levi's. All right.
Who's the cheap ass now, Chris?
All right. Well, man, you take care, brother. I'll see you later. And everybody, thank you for chiming in. We'll collect all the comments. I'm gonna just take all of the comments, all the suck at Levi's, and we'll see what we come up with at the end, and we'll make a donation, and I'll post to it later.
Awesome.
So, well, thank you, man, and everybody.
Good.
You have a good night.